Good morning, PLTW1 students. It's Thursday, April 9th, and this is going to be your instructional video for week 3 of our new way of doing things. So let's start off with the Google Doc that will be attached to Google Classroom. It's going to have your learning target, your success criteria, instructions, vocabulary. This will be attached to Classroom that you can refer back to if you need to. First of all, this lesson is basically the glider design. So you're going to start to use the white box software that you did your research on to actually make your glider. It's going to be a blast. The learning target for this is I can determine the factors that allow for maximum flight ability in a glider. So that's by the time we finish, you're going to know what keeps an airplane in the air and what keeps it stable while it's in the air. Success criteria. You will virtually design a glider that can remain airborne for 6 or more seconds. And we'll get more into that later. That'll make more sense on how to do so when we get into the software. Instructions. The video link, which I'm making right now, will walk you through the process of creating an ideal glider by using a chart that will maximize the aerodynamics, which will result in a longer flight time. Vocabulary. Aerodynamics, yaw, pitch, roll, vertical stabilizer, horizontal stabilizer, airfoil, drag, lift. We'll talk about each of those once I get on the white box here in a sec. Excuse me. Logging in. Logging in seemed to be quite a big issue during week 2. So listen, I need you to reach out. If you're having a problem logging in, reach out to me so I can get you your student ID. Not to try to scare you here, but the website tells me who's logged in and how long they've been logged in. So there's quite a few that say never, as in never logged in yet. So I really want to get everybody logged in and get this thing going. All right, so here we go. Let's jump on to the website. Okay, now this is what you should have when it pops up. And I want to be real clear here because this was the biggest question I was having last week. This is going to pop up. Okay, do not scroll down here. This is for me. A lot of people were trying to log in here. It says teacher login in giant orange letters. You're not a teacher, so we're going to go up here and we're going to click on the glider picture. Mine's autofilled. I don't know why. And I've made my own student ID for each one of the classes so you can compete against me. So my ID for this one goes here. Okay. You'll have a 4-letter code yourself. Most of you can see it from last week where it is. I took a picture that had all of them. The group ID is the same for everybody. It's GU4Z. That is the same for every student in Wright City Middle School's PLTW1. Okay. And then I click login. And it's going to take me here. I don't want to update it because I have 3 different ones. Research is what you did first. Engineering is what we're going to do now. So we click engineering. And I want to get this out of the way. So I'm going to click here. And now I've got this blue screen that's blank. And you'll see on the left, I've got a menu. On each menu, it has different parts of the plane here. So the fuselage, that's the long, skinny part of the plane. So on a commercial jet, that'd be the round tube where the people sit. The wing is obviously comes off the side around the middle. The horizontal stabilizers are the little flat wings in the back that are parallel with the big wings. They stick out the side of the rear of the plane. And then the vertical stabilizer is that small winglet that sticks straight up and down at the tail of the plane. Okay? So to do this, you click on the eyeball, okay? And the fuselage will pop up. Okay, now the fuselage looks like a stick here because we're making gliders, we're not making commercial jets. And as you click each of these, it will auto-populate and show up. So there's your vertical stabilizer. These are your horizontal stabilizers, wings, and fuselage. Okay? All right. So we want that thing to be as aerodynamic as possible. And aerodynamic means flight worthy, basically. What's another way to define it? How well the air moves past it. Okay. how the wings lend itself to the plane flying smoothly. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come down here to optimization, and we're going to click optimization, and it's going to give us this chart here. Okay, and we want every single yellow triangle to move as far to the right as possible. And it's tricky. Right now, your pitch is perfect, which is your neutral point. Okay, but as you start to change other ones, it will start to mess with where these yellow triangles go. So let's start first with the wings. So I'm going to come up here to wing, and I'm going to click on the tool setting, and it's going to give me this diagram, which is really cool. It also gives me lots of options over here. I can sand it. I can change it to tip dihedral or polyhedral. Okay, polyhedral is where there will be a joint in the wing here and here. We'll go back to dihedral for the purpose of this tutorial. And you grab these black nodes and you can change the shape. And now see the yellow triangle starting to move a little bit. My weight optimization went down, but my lift went more. So what happens is I increase the surface area of the wings, which is going to get more air under it and keep it in the air longer. However, I made it heavier, so that's going to minimize the optimization of weight. Hopefully that makes sense of how you're doing that, or what I'm trying to say there. Okay, so I'm going to move it again, and now my horizontal stabilization has really gone up. I've pulled my pitch, which is my center of gravity, out of the red, and the only thing I've got a problem with now is the yaw. So I'm going to move the wings. Right now it's 30 millimeters from the tip of the fuselage. I'm going to change that to 50, hit apply, and watch what happens to my center of gravity. I moved the wings. You know what? Let's go 60. Apply. Look at my center of gravity. I've moved the wings more towards the back. That's going to make it more stable. Okay, so let's quit messing with the wings for now. I can click done to get that out of here. Let's go change the shape of our horizontal stabilizer. This one, I can bring it out to here. Let's see what happens. Oh, my pitch went all the way back to the red, so that's not good. I'm going to bring it back here. See what happens here. There we go. I've got some positive movement on my pitch, horizontal stabilizer, and my center of gravity also improved a bit. Okay, so I'm going to click done there. Oh yeah, if I go to vertical stabilizer, now I can change the shape of this. Let's see what that does. Okay, now I've helped my yaw. So that really is very telling on what part of the airplane affects yaw. Okay. So if I click done, now you can see I've got everything in the green. However, it is possible to get all the yellow triangles as far over here to the right as possible. And here's why you're going to want to do that. If you look up in the ribbon here, it says competition. If you click competition, and no one has one yet, but this is the fun part of this. Once everybody gets their gliders optimized and they submit their designs, you can come down here and this will be populated with names, and you can race your glider against other students to see who has the maximum hang time. It's basically a video game. It's awesome. This is as far as we'll be able to take the project doing this virtual learning. In class, we would have printed out blueprints, which look like this. Whoops, sorry. The blueprints look like this. We would have printed those out. I would have given you balsa wood. You would have actually built your glider. And then we would have gone over trimming, sanding, preparing everything. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to do that. I hate it. But anyways, to sum up what we've said, you go to engineering, you play with all the settings, as many as you can. You can even change the color. Okay, I can change my fuselage to orange. Hit apply. Now it's orange. We'll get more into the, if you click tapered boom, it will drop the top of the boom down. You can taper the nose. Watch the nose. Knock that down. Okay. You can taper the body back here. You can see that helped one thing, hurt another. That's the trick here, is to get everything to the right without sacrificing too much in other departments. So, anyways, hopefully that wasn't confusing. This will be posted to Classroom, like I said, today, Thursday, April 9th. Rule number 1, have fun with it. Send me messages. Send me snippets of your optimization chart that show you how well you've got it. Brag on yourself. I'll share it out to Google Classroom. Let's have fun with this. We don't get to build it, so I want to have as much fun as possible. So, anyways, as with all of these assignments the past couple weeks, email me. Be ready to jump on his Google meeting next Thursday at 1 o'clock. And please join that. There were 3 people out of 50 people on that thing. So I'll send reminders. I'll send invites. We got to get more people on those so we can talk about this stuff. If that conflicts with a general class, like a core class, ELA, math, science, please let me know so we can reschedule if we need to. Anyways, that's it. I'm going to shut up now and save this video and put it on YouTube. Please reach out. I want to hear from you. I'm getting bored. I want to talk to you guys. So have fun with this, and I hope to hear from you. Take care.